first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Walton. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Gets the back moving. Carr. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires on the move. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. With the catch, it's Stewart. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today.
Snags it and he's open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind him, and that's where you can make big plays.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Unloads it left. He's got it. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Snap to the back. Finding some room. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance. Seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Underwood. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Wolverines. Quick strike through the air for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the ground, it's Walton. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockne and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off.
Got a little grass. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success, and he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop him.
Got some room headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
finds space on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Powers through the defender. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you. He can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Snap to the back. Could be an alley. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines! And
when you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Walton.
offense runs the football a lot because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year in proximity. Both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult. But at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Back open in the middle.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the draw. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. There's some room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
formation, see how the D reacts. Play action with Underwood. Dances away to buy time. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a gap. It's Walton. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays that are left too.
Sends it back in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Working that left side now. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with New Mexico, taking on the Texas A&M Aggies.
And the returner will be brought down.
And it's the home squad, engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Mountain West Conference.
The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Under fire. And that one's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Well, I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Underwood. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the single back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Makes the grab on the left side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Using his legs, it's Walton. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He is threatening to run his way into the Irish annals like Julius Jones did against Pitt and Navy, or maybe rolling like the bus, Jerome Bettis or Vegas Ferguson.
Just having a day. Give it to him. Good things happening. Listen, this offense, they're physical up front. They're creating the holes, and the running back is doing the rest. This is clinic tape 101 on how to be physical.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. The hand to the running back. And they swarm him under.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The give is to Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Motion from the back. Throwing. Carr takes the easy completion. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Maybe some room here. Smashes through the tackle. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Underwood. It's caught. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Underwood. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The defense putting points on the board.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
This should be the last play of the quarter. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's Underwood to throw. He's going to fire deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't really have room to operate
another mistake for this young man. It's one thing to have one or two and miss a throw here or there, but he continues to put the ball in harm's way, continues to give it to the other team, and set his defense up in a bad position. That's 6 picks in
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and take.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes a deep grab. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Wolverines are rolling down the field.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Bryce Underwood to the air again. They're setting up the screen. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is Plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back.
Maybe a crease. Makes it past the marker. The 50. The 40. The 20. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Irish. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. Notre Dame looks as if they're warming up for a victory march as they push out this lead.
The Irish getting the momentum going late in this rivalry game with Michigan, doing everything they need to do, Palmer, to finish this one out.
Yeah, David, Notre Dame, they've been mentally the tougher team in this one. They've made the plays when the plays have presented themselves.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
That sack. The offensive line's fault. They gave their quarterback plenty of time to throw that back.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Underwood. Moving away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Underwood in the gun on third down. Right down the middle. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No step back in Week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with a W.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. He's past the 30. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
On the run, still looking. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. And that makes 5 interceptions in the...
That's how you beat the fuck out of nigga. Nigga in the league. This sound like I gotta do too much shit. I don't feel like that shit. Bro, that sound like what I gotta do to get the coins. Yeah, I just got on my league game. Man, I just beat the fuck out that nigga. Oh God. Hey, what the fuck? Hey, so Matt come out tomorrow? Matt come out tomorrow, K1? Matt come out tomorrow? What, at midnight or at 1 p.m.? Oh, yes, sir. Oh, that's why y'all niggas doing that shit y'all doing. Barney, we got mad on my game no more. Shit, no. I'm already looking at playbooks. I already told you. They already got the Falcons as having one of the top five playbooks on the game. Facts. The Falcons got a top five playbook on the game, bro. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm ready, bro. Hey, bro, I'm ready. Madden top 25, top 5 offensive playbooks. Houston Texans have number 5. Arizona Cardinals number 4. Falcons number 3. Miami number 2. And Shotgun Classic is number 1. Boy, I'm finna beat the fuck out of niggas with the Falcons, boy. Oh, God. Okay.